Well, hey, welcome back to Motivation Moment, and I am your friend, Katie Fortune. Thank you for being here. All right, last week I talked about pivoting, okay? And after I got done recording that video, I thought, man, there's more pivot stories I could share that actually might relate a little better in today's day and age, right? What we're dealing with in 2020. So I just want to do another quick video about pivoting and why this year has been a big ball of pivots for everyone. So I told the story last week about my heels and my physical need to pivot. Buying a bike so I'm not out walking and running too much to help heal my heels. Did it again. All right, but here's another story. And this may relate to you. And if it doesn't, it probably relates to someone you know. How many of us have lost a job in general? Right? There's been a lot of people this year that have lost jobs in 2020. And this is the year that we are here to pivot, okay? Believe me, this is the year. We're all living in it, right? You are, I am. We are going through this year together. Why am I here talking about it again? Why am I here talking about pivoting again? Because it's important and it's never going to go away. And the story I want to share may relate a little bit better than my heel story, even though that is a legit story and it just recently happened. That's why I shared it. But what about losing a job? I have lost jobs. I have also quit jobs. But my first job out of college, I lost. It wasn't due to anything other than, unfortunately, the company is not around. That's all I'm going to say about it. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. In a time of change and pivot, what can you do? What can you do when something changes in your life quickly, like losing your job? Or you may be on the verge of losing, or companies are changing, companies are closing. That's happening a lot right now. So what did I do? So right after college, I got a great job. And unfortunately, 11 months into the job, I found out that the job was going to end. This dream job of mine was going to end. And quite honestly, I felt it coming. It was kind of weird. I felt it coming, but it happened. But here's what happened for me, and I don't believe it just happened out of nowhere. I have been talking a lot about building relationships. If you have not seen or heard me talk about it, you need to go back and listen to a ton of videos because I talk about it all the time. So when I lost my job, my first job out of college, I had people calling me. Now, I do live in a smaller area, and when you live in a smaller area, when something like that happens, everyone knows about it. Now, some people may think that that's a bad thing, and it's not super fun to live through, but it actually can be a benefit. Why? Because literally the day after, my last day, I had a phone call from a really amazing architect in town. And she first said she was sorry to hear about my job loss, but she had a great opportunity for me to come work for her. I would start my own business, work for her, subcontract, and do 3D renderings and Revit and all the cool things for houses. And I was like, okay. So right there, I pivoted. Okay. I lost my job a day or two before, got in contact with my accountant, put together an LLC, and started my own business and started working for her. And I made good money. I made good money working for her. And I really loved it. It was awesome. Now, here's another part. People are like, great, good job, Katie. Your life is better. No. So 2 months after, roughly I would say 2 months after I lost my job, and I may have the dates wrong. I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you're like, Katie, you're wrong because you know more about my life than me. That's cool. I'm sorry. But somewhere in 2 months, kind of in that area, I was at Sam's Club and ran into this guy that I had met one time before. And he said, Katie, I heard you lost your job. Yeah, I did. He said, I'm so sorry to hear that. I may have someone that needs a designer. I may know someone that needs a designer. Okay. So he got me in contact with that company. Fast forward, 2 weeks later, had a job. People ask me all the time, Katie, why did you leave your personal gig to go work for someone else? Stability. It was stability for me. I had big college loans and I had a rent to pay and all these things. And quite honestly, it was such a blessing in disguise. I loved working for that company. But what is the point? What is my point here? Where is the pivot? Okay, the pivot was I lost my job. I started my own business. I had my own business working really great. A couple months into it, I found out someone else was looking for a designer. I pivoted again. Now I still have that business. Don't get me wrong. Still do things on the side for friends. Don't ask me the name of it. Go look it up on LinkedIn. I don't remember what it was. Then I went and worked for this other company. So my point is, like my mentor says, it's not what you know. It's not who you know. It's who knows you. So if you are in a situation that you or someone you know has lost a job, number one, write this down. Number one, talk to every single person you know. Everyone. Number two, let them know you lost your job and what you're looking for. Let people know. If people don't know you're looking, they're not going to be able to help you. There are so many instances, my friend, please listen to this. There are so many instances that I know of people, and even myself, when I was looking or thinking about making a change, when I talked to people, so many people came out of the woodwork and was like, come work for us. Oh, I know someone that can help your friend, XYZ. I literally joke that I can get my friends jobs faster than I can get myself a job. It's about who knows you, okay? People that know you and know who you are in your personal brand and what you are about will help you find whatever you're looking for. It will happen. So one, talk to everyone you know. Two, let them know what's going on. And three, never stop connecting and meeting people. Keep going out. If you are looking, go out and meet everyone you can, every single person. Because I promise you, it will pay off. So in the world of 2020, in this crazy disaster we're living in, it's all about pivoting. And I'll remind you, it's not what you know. It's not who you know. It's who knows you. If you want more on that, I have a video. I'll link it above. It's so important. And you are an incredible person. So letting people know and letting people learn and know about you is the best thing you can do all the time, but especially in 2020. All right, my friend. Are you ready to pivot? Whatever that looks like, whenever it comes about, whenever change slaps you right in the face, are you ready to pivot? Let's do this together. Make connections, build relationships, and be you. Be you, because people will love you. Have a wonderful day, and as always, less hate, let's go motivate, and I will talk to you next time. See ya! It's sweating season for Katie. This house is so hot when we have the heat on that I have to walk outside. It is sweaty season here for me. This house is so hot when we have the heat on. I can't make this up. It's so hot in here. Oh my gosh.